is Crime After Bedtime. It's Crime After Bedtime.
I'm not fucking Nancy Drew. I'm Kayla. Yeah, it is cheesy, but I don't care. I'm a cheesy bitch.
Yeah. And I'm Austin.
Husband and wife.
I like banging. Oh, that's it. Keep stroking it, baby. Let's go.
We're not investigators.
What? That's crazy.
Let's hope this goes well. Kids are in bed.
It's Crime After Bedtime.
Can I go?
Yeah.
To verb, I was trying to wait.
Just let it out.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crime After Bedtime. I'm Kayla.
And I'm tired.
Thank you guys for being here, and thank you for listening. You
Yeah.
guys are awesome.
Hell yeah.
We're really just feeling the love. We have such a supportive family and group of friends who share our videos every week, and that just means so much to us. Thank y'all for that. Y'all are great. Y'all are awesome.
All this shit.
We love you. And happy birthday to my sister. Today's her birthday, which it won't be her birthday when this comes out, but today was her birthday, so we went to eat, and me and the kids decorated her front door, which was cute. They had fun.
What'd she say?
She said, "I don't deserve my sister."
Are you lying for the podcast?
No, she really said that to her roommate. And then she told me she was only on episode 2 of Crime After Bedtime, and I said, "You're right. You don't fucking deserve me."
What a piece of shit.
So happy birthday, Kinsey. Trying to act like she's too busy to listen. Anyways, still love you.
You're on one tonight. That's good.
Yeah. Well, we just want to jump in? Yes?
You know it.
You're not on one tonight.
I told you I'm tired, baby. I ain't get no sleep. Shit. Working nights.
Yeah, Austin's got a new work schedule, and it's been kicking his butt. Just trying to figure out.
How to sleep with a bunch of fucking animals in the house.
Yeah, our children are feral.
Yeah. Poppy and Granger just be screaming for no fucking reason.
They were. Yeah, you did not get sleep tonight. Today, I forgot they were downstairs just freaking screaming. They literally just scream just to scream too. Like they're not crying. They're just screaming.
They just have outbursts like their mother. just gotta make fucking noise.
When we went to the Mexican restaurant for Kinsey's birthday today, they were both doing that. Granger screamed so loud, I am certain that the kitchen staff in the back heard it. And I said, "Don't do that. You can't do that in here. We're in a restaurant." And he then thought it was funny. So he screamed even louder. But like, they're not like, nobody's unhappy. They just like to make noise.
I love them to death, but I hate taking them motherfuckers out to public. I'd rather stay home.
They were sufficiently mediocre today at the restaurant, so we made it through.
Well, that's good. Thank God you made it back.
Kinsey and Danielle went too. They might disagree. They might say, Danielle was like, "No, this is too much. I need to leave." And I was like, "This is my everyday life."
Yeah.
But anyways, they're asleep right now, so
It's like
they're real cute when they're
herding
sleeping.
a bunch of wild monkeys.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, bunch of little Donkey Kongs just fucking shit up.
Poppy's an animal. I know that's your girl, but she's freaking crazy.
Well, she got it from you.
She's the craziest of them all, I think.
She's got to be with the two older ones.
Yeah, that's true.
She got to stick up for herself.
Love those little animals.
Sometimes.
No. James.
Sometimes.
No. I'm going to tell Poppy you said that.
No, I love her all the time.
Oh
It's the
my,
other kid.
I'm done with you. I'm done with you.
Yeah, you know.
Anyways, We could rant on about our children all day long, but we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to go to bed.
Yeah, me too.
The case that we're going to cover today is one that is very recent, like it just happened. That's probably not something that I will usually do just because I like to cover cases more that have somewhat of an answer. And that is not saying that they will all be solved cases, obviously, as we saw last week. But it's just saying that this is still very ongoing, and we don't have a lot of answers at all. We have more questions than answers on this one, but I feel like it's important to cover this case because this name needs to be out there, and we, as the people, need to be screaming her name and need to be.
Are you running for office or something?
I might.
Good luck.
I just might. Just kidding. But really, we need to be making some noise for this family. And at the end of the podcast, I'm going to post on our socials and in the show notes of this episode a link to a petition to sign. And every single one of you better go sign it.
That's the way to do it.
That was my mom voice.
Twist their arm.
Sign the petition.
Sign it, bitches.
Anyways, we are covering the case of Shanquella Robinson. There's a possibility that you may have heard about her because it just happened and it was big on Twitter. But if you ask me, it wasn't big enough for what happened to her. And I know that there's a lot going on in the true crime world right now, but to me, this is huge. And I did see some of it on TikTok and I saw some on social media, but we need to put it out there more.
Is that where you...
Yeah, I actually saw this case on TikTok.
Mm.
But anyways, Shanquella Robinson was born on January 9th, 1997 in Charlotte, North Carolina to Bernard and Salamondra Robinson. So she just had a birthday 10 days ago. She'd been 26. She was extremely ambitious and accomplished at just 25 years old. She was a graduate of Winston-Salem State University, and she was a successful entrepreneur, having multiple small businesses of her own. So she was out there really just getting it, working. Like, she's 25, and she has 2 small businesses that she runs, and she was good at it.
Hustler.
Yes. She had a passion. That is almost what came out of my mouth.
Let's not do this week.
I was looking at the word passion and braiding, and I kind of morphed those two together.
No.
She had a passion for braiding children's hair, and she formed a business. The business was called Exquisite Babies Braids and Styles, and you can go to her business Instagram page, and it displays some of her work, and she was so talented. Like,
what's her page?
Exquisite Babies.
Did you just say that or something?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Exquisite Babies Braids and Styles.
Joke's on you. I can't spell exquisite.
It's okay. I can't either. But she was really talented. I mean, looking at those hairstyles and looking at those braids, that had to have taken forever and to do on small children. But anyways, her business really was blossoming and she was doing a really good job. And she also ran a women's clothing boutique called Exquisite Boutique. Did you find it?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't she good?
Yeah.
Like, that's hard work.
I've never understood how people can do braids.
I know.
Kind of blows my mind.
I know. But she is described as being a very loving and kind person and a friend to everyone. And truly, just from looking at her pictures, looking at stories, she just really seems so genuinely kind to me, which makes what happens to her just even more disturbing.
This is so off topic, but shout out to DeMarcus Scales for having
He always did have the best
best braids in school, I feel like. That's so fucking random.
But we were just talking about braids and you thought about DeMarcus.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
so
know.
funny.
Dude, he used to come to school fucking fresh as shit.
No, really, his braids, literally, I've never seen that man with, like, unkempt hair.
Dude, it was always fire. Anyways,
Like, did he ever come to school with his hair not braided?
shout out D Skills. Yeah, sometimes he came with it, bro.
I don't remember that at all.
Anyways,
Oh, I love him.
yeah, he just, newly married, right? Or
And a baby.
and a baby, yeah. Well, random shout outs to D Scales.
Shanquella is 25 years old, and she is living her life to the fullest. She loved to travel, which is kind of displayed on her Instagram page, and that's exactly what she was doing. In October of 2022, she had a planned trip to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, with 6 other travel companions. I will not be referring to these people as her friends. I've read so many articles, I've watched so many videos, I've listened to a couple podcasts where these people are referred to as her friends. You will not hear me say those words because these people are not her friends. And that bugged me the whole time I'm watching this. Every time the reporter or every time whoever said the word friends, I'm like, do we need to look up the definition of friends? These people are not her friends. Oh, it just made me mad. Sorry, this case actually gets me really freaking heated. I mean, they all infuriate me, but this one just makes me really mad. So she's with 6 other people, excuse me. And she would be taking this luxurious vacation with Khalil Cook, Malik St. Patrick Dyer, Winter Donovan, Elise Hyatt, Dejanay Jackson, and Nazir Wiggins. All of these people Shanquella had met in college at Winston-Salem. Like I said, I refuse to call them her friends. Shanquella, however, was under the impression that these people were her friends, Khalil being considered one of her best friends, being the only one in attendance to have met her family prior to the trip, even going on family trips with the Robinsons. But we will find out that he was no friend to Shanquella, and in my opinion, these people are all freaking monsters. So her parents didn't really know this group of people that she was going with, but I mean, she's 25. Like, your parents don't know all your friends, but they did know Khalil fairly well. And they've known each other for about 5 years since college. The group arrives to Cabo on October 28th, with the exception of Nazir Wiggins, who would be arriving a day later than the rest of the group. They're all staying in a beautiful 5-bedroom villa, and by all accounts, their first night there was seemingly a fun and enjoyable night. Instagram stories actually play a big part in this case. These people were kind of constantly posting to their Instagram stories. So we kind of sort of have a timeline of what that looks like because a lot of them still are available to watch. My thing just messed up. Okay. Instagram stories were posted by Shanquella displaying a fun night of drinking and swimming, and videos of drinking games, making toast, and taking shots, with everyone in attendance laughing and seemingly happy and just having a great time together. If you watch the Instagram videos, you are under the impression that this is a great group of friends having a great time.
But they're not.
Yeah. At one point, a male believed to be Khalil, that's the only thing too, is that a lot of the videos, you don't see faces. And from what I'm seeing, especially at this point, I'm sure a lot of the videos have been removed because of what's going on, but there are still clips of it on the internet, but you're not really seeing faces. So, and I don't know these people, so, but the male voice that you're hearing is believed to be Khalil. He has Shanquella's phone, and he is videoing, and he posts this to her Instagram story. He walks up on her. She's on the balcony, and she's taking a nap in a white hammock. Whether she's taking a nap or passed out drunk, I don't know, but she is sleeping, and it's so sad because she really just looks so angelic and peaceful. She's laying in a hammock in Mexico, thinking she's having the time of her life, and she's asleep. And this fool says, "We got our first dead body," which in hindsight, those choice of words just make me cringe. But also, why would you say we've got our first dead body? Like, think about if we had friends over or we were somewhere with our friends and they passed out drunk and we decided, let's take a video of whoever because they're passed out drunk. Haha, that's funny. the words, "we got our first dead body," would not come out of my mouth.
Yeah, I mean,
I might be like, "Look at this drunk fool," or "Look at this dumbass," or something, but "we got our first dead body." That's a really ironic choice of words. It really just makes me wonder what his intentions were in taking that video, and it also makes me wonder what all of these people's intentions were in taking this trip with Shanquella. It has not been proven, I don't think, but it is speculated that Shanquella footed the bill for this whole thing. This villa was about $1,500 a night, and they were supposed to stay from the 28th until the 31st. And it's speculated that she paid for it all.
Hmm.
We don't know that for sure. But, I mean, she was very successful. And she was making that money. I don't know. Let's see. That night, Salamondra, who's Shanquella's mom, receives a phone call from Shanquella, just a casual check-in with her mom to give her the details of her vacation so far. She tells her that they're getting ready for dinner where they will have a private chef. At this point, from what we have seen from the Instagram stories posted and her phone call with Salamondra, it seems the group is having the time of their lives so far. And the mother and daughter say their goodbyes, and Shanquella tells her mom she will check in with her again tomorrow. So they're having a private chef come and cook them dinner. They're just having a great time.
mm-hmm.
And let's see. Videos are posted to Instagram of the private chef in their villa preparing dinner for everyone, and an array of various mixed drinks and margaritas displayed on the counter. A video of the group sitting down together at the dinner table, toasting and enjoying their meal. So, I mean, we have videos step by step of pretty much everything that goes on, like the first night. Shanquella's last Instagram video would show her walking through the villa room by room looking for her friends. It seems like they were going swimming or something, and she was looking for them. She's walking through the house, like room by room, and she's calling out. It doesn't take that long to get naked looking for her friends, who I guess she thinks are changing. When she finally finds them, they're all in one room together with the door shut. Many people online speculate this may have been them conversing, plotting what was to come. I don't know if I believe that's what they were doing from the video. You can't really hear anything. But it does show a peek into the fact that at the least, Shanquella was being left out by the others in some capacity. I mean, why is she the only one secluded and everybody's in the room with the door shut?
That's weird.
That phone call that Shanquella promised to her mom the following day never comes, but instead, around 2 p.m., she would receive a phone call from Khalil informing Salamondra that Shanquella wasn't feeling well and was suffering from alcohol poisoning. Salamondra says that she repeatedly told these people to take her daughter to the doctor, but they told her the villa's manager was coming with a medic, and they would be in touch. They would let her know how things are going. So, I mean, I can imagine, I don't know. Our kids are little, but I think I'm a psycho parent, and I would flip the hell out knowing that my kid was in a different country and was possibly had alcohol poisoning. And her friends won't take her to the hospital. I mean, I guess they're saying a medic's on the way, but no, I would be like, no, take my child to the hospital.
Yeah, I'd be finding some way to get in touch with somebody. Other than dude.
Yeah. The Washington Post quotes Salamondra as saying, "I'm not even sure if anyone ever arrived because I was never allowed to talk to them. I asked them to let me to speak to the doctor once they arrived, and they told me the doctor was busy with Shanquella." That's another thing. Just not getting a phone call from a friend saying that your daughter is suffering from alcohol poisoning, but not being able to actually talk to your doctor. Your daughter, excuse me.
Both.
Yeah. Knowing that your daughter's there somewhere, but you can't talk to her.
Yeah.
I would be, let me talk to her, which I've never known anyone to have alcohol poisoning, but I guess you probably can't talk on the phone if you're suffering from alcohol poisoning. I can't imagine the panic and the fear she must have felt getting this phone call and being refused to be able to talk to her daughter or a doctor, and truly not really have any idea what's going on with her daughter who's in a different country. And the feeling of helplessness her parents must have felt just really breaks my heart. Nazir Wiggins has been said to have arrived this day around 2:15. So he's not here just yet, but he arrives around 2:15. And he says when he called to get the address for the villa, he was told the same thing, that Shanquella was sick and had drank too much. He says that when he arrived, Shanquella was in the bathroom by herself, slumped over the toilet. Like, what a group of friends. She's slumped over the toilet in the bathroom by herself.
No, doctor.
Where is everybody else at? Oh, shoot. Give me that water, please. Uh-huh.
What's mine is yours, I guess.
That's right. Nazir claims that he went into the bathroom and tried to comfort her and help her. Well, I freaking hope he did, because nobody else was. Like.
Oh, that's crazy.
Ugh. Just makes me so mad. Now this is a name, so give me a minute. This is a name. And I think there's an app that tells you how to pronounce things, and I'm obviously going to have to get it, because along this journey, there are going to be some words that I don't know how to pronounce.
We found that out last week.
I did know. I knew how to pronounce those words. My lips were not forming the correct words.
Did you do your mouth exercises?
I did. No.
I missed it.
I didn't. Okay, I gotta focus on this name.
Don't hurt yourself.
I was fairly confident. See, I did. Okay, I was screwing myself from the very beginning because I misspelled her first name. Dr. Carolina Beatriz Ornelas Gutierrez. Thank you.
You can do all that, but you can't pronounce agriculture.
It was agricultural.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
It's a little bit harder. Anyways, Dr. Gutierrez of the American Medical Center, which was a local hospital there, arrived to the villa. She said that Shanquella was alive and stable, but very dehydrated. The police report states that she was unable to communicate verbally and appeared to be inebriated. The doctor said that she was called and told that Shanquella had, quote, drank a lot of alcohol, and the call was for Shanquella to be given an IV. The doctor reported that she believed Shanquella needed to be taken to the hospital, but the 6 individuals in the villa insisted that she be treated there. So, like, what kind of friend?
How do they have a say over whether she goes to the hospital?
Actually, that's a damn good question.
I mean, if the mom.
But the mom isn't being allowed to talk to anybody besides the people there, besides the.
Yeah, but still, I don't. No, fuck all that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I've never had alcohol poisoning, but some days I woke up and felt like I have. So, but I would assume you'd be able to talk.
That's because you're a vagina.
Hey, call it what you want.
He is the worst baby when he's hungover.
I'm not gonna apologize because it's true.
Like, it's bad.
Well, I'm sorry God blessed you with the powers of being an alcoholic.
I'm not an alcoholic. I just, number one.
Give me that water. Don't ask for my water again. Bro.
I had to get another swig if you're not going to share anymore because I'm making you mad.
Yeah. Continue.
Let's see. She needed to be taken to the hospital, and they insisted she be treated there. Dr. Gutierrez attempted an IV, but was unsuccessful.
How are you unsuccessful?
I don't know. Like, unless, I don't know, when you're dehydrated, does that, like, your veins, do they, like, get smaller maybe because you're dehydrated?
I'm not a doctor.
Is that a thing?
I don't know, but I would assume, like, you would get an IV eventually.
Eventually, if somebody needs an IV, you're going to get an IV.
Yeah.
Like, when I had Granger, they couldn't get an IV in me, and they stuck me freaking 5 different times. But they got one.
I don't know.
So that confused me, but again, not a doctor.
I'm over here checking my arm like I'm about to get an IV or something.
Maybe when you're dehydrated, your veins get skinnier. I could be sounding really stupid, and that's not a thing, but I feel like that might be a thing. Either way, she did not receive the IV. The police report says that the doctor was there for close to an hour when Shanquella began to have a seizure. Winter Donovan then calls 911 at 4:20 p.m. At 4:49 p.m., the doctor began administering CPR. When paramedics arrived around 5:25, they administered 14 rounds of CPR, 5 doses of adrenaline, and 6 AED charges, like with the defibrillator or whatever. But none of these attempts would bring Shanquella back. She was declared dead at 5:57 p.m.
Jesus.
This is all according to the translation of the police report via the Charlotte Observer. So we have to remember the police report's in Spanish. So, but according to the translation of the police report, at 6:15 Charlotte, North Carolina time, Khalil calls the Robinsons to give them the phone call that no parent ever wants to get. He tells Salamondra that their daughter is dead. This went from a case of your daughter's not feeling well and she drank too much and might have alcohol poisoning to your daughter is dead in a matter of hours. Like, that is crazy. Heartbreaking. And just to get the phone call from this person who's supposed to be her friend, it makes me so sad for the family. The following day, the 6 individuals leave and head back to the U.S. Bernard and Salamondra are understandably left with so many questions. The following Monday, Bernard attempts to call the villa's management, to which it took him days to get a hold of anyone who spoke English and was willing to help him figure out the means to transport Shanquella's body back to Charlotte. Like,
that's crazy.
I don't like that.
But I mean, you would also think that, I mean, before, I guess, any speculation was made, I mean, you would assume that one of those motherfuckers, I guess, the dude that knows the family at least would.
Yeah, if you're a friend,
have some part of trying to get things.
Yes.
organized.
You don't freaking flee to go back home. You freaking help. You stay and you help.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
I mean, I don't know. I guess there's rules around getting a body back to the U.S. too. I don't know.
Yeah, but you would, I don't know. You would find that information out.
Yeah.
I mean.
Right. You're there. Yeah.
You're the last person to see her.
Yeah. In the days following, the Robinsons would get visits from the 6 individuals who were in Mexico. They kind of came to pay their condolences, I guess, and return some of Shanquella's things. These are the only people that really know what happened to her, and they're going to visit the Robinsons and looking them in the freaking face. And Salamondra says that each of their stories differed slightly. So red flag number 500, they can't even get their freaking story straight. When Shanquella's autopsy, low battery. When Shanquella's autopsy report was released on November 10th, everything would change for the Robinsons. Shanquella's autopsy report had no mention of alcohol whatsoever. Her cause of death was a severe spinal cord injury and a broken neck.
Well,
Was waiting for your reaction.
Well, I mean, clearly something, they're not being honest about something, obviously.
Yeah. Once this autopsy was released, these 6 individuals grew silent.
Go figure.
So red flag number 5 million. 5 days after the autopsy report was released. So you don't know anything about this. You haven't seen this on TikTok?
No.
5 days after the autopsy report was released, video footage started circling around social media.
My For You page is a little bit different than yours.
I'm done. You are correct about that. The video is gut-wrenching. It's a little blurry and grainy. I've watched it a couple of times, even though it makes me freaking sick to my stomach. I'll try to explain it to you because we're not going to post it. It's just a little too much to post. If you feel so inclined, you may absolutely easily go look it up and watch it, but it's just not something that I want us to post. I'll try to explain it the best that I can. Like I said, it's grainy, it's a little blurry, but what it shows is it's inside of one of the bedrooms in the villa, and it is a female attacking a naked Shanquella. She is just completely, for lack of a better terms, beating the shit out of her, with Shanquella not fighting back at all. So it's really weird. The girl is, and like I said, I don't know these people's faces, I don't know, but it is later assumed that the main person in this video is Dejanay Jackson. Shanquella, who is butt naked, is it looks like they're conversing and talking, but you can't really hear what is said. And it doesn't look like they're in a heated discussion. They're just talking. And the person, presumably Dejanay, just starts wailing on her out of nowhere, beating the shit out of her, beating her to the ground, beating her in the face over and over and over and over and over. And Shanquella does not fight back.
Okay, can you hear what they said or what they were saying?
It's kind of mumbly. There's not a whole lot that is said, but then you hear a male voice say something like, "Damn, Quella, you can't even fight back. Aren't you even gonna fight back?" Or something like that. There's someone holding the camera, watching her get the shit beat out of her. She's on the ground. At this point, she's on the ground and she's kind of like slumped over, and this girl just keeps wailing on her.
Yeah.
And that's the only part of the video that I've seen, but while researching and while looking into this, it's been said that there is more to that video to where the other females all join in. Now, keep in mind that one guy, Nazir Wiggins, he's not here yet. So it's said that the other girls also join in on this. And they're kicking her, they're hitting her, they're punching her, and she's just...
They're jumping her.
Yes. And she's not fighting back at all. She didn't swing one single time. It's almost like she was just in shock. She was taken aback. I think it came out of nowhere, and she was so blindsided that she didn't even know what to do. She didn't even comprehend to, holy shit, fight back. Like, it was just, she was in shock. That's what it seems like to me.
Was she knocked out already?
No. No. But it's like, you can tell, maybe a little bit, you can go watch the video. I don't know. She's a little bit like incoherent, maybe, but it's heartbreaking. It's disgusting. Like, I can't. Oh, he said, "Dang, Quella, can you at least fight back?" That's what he said. I can't imagine her parents having to watch that. Mm-hmm. After everything they've already been through, having to watch that. And they got these videos surfaced just right before her funeral. So they've not even buried their baby yet. And this comes out. To have to watch a video of whom you thought were your daughter's friends. She's 25 and she's on this vacation with people who you think are her friends. Your daughter goes to Mexico. There are 7 million other things that you should be worried about as a parent.
Oh, yeah.
Not the people who are supposed to be her friends. So let's just recap for a minute. The police report says she died by alcohol poisoning. by cardiac arrest of alcohol poisoning or something like that. But essentially, alcohol poisoning.
But
The
that's all
autopsy-
based off of what they said to the cops, though, right?
I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Autopsy is written as broken neck and spinal injury. Not only that, but the timelines on the police report don't match up to those of the timeline that would be from the autopsy, combined with the timestamps on the video.
I mean, but was she not, like, visibly, like...
That's another thing I'm wondering. When that doctor got there, you can't tell that she's had the shit beat out of her?
Yeah.
Also, she was clothed, too. So they clothed her after that.
Well. So it sounds like they just beat the shit out of her, gave her, you know, I'm sure a concussion, broke her neck, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And she's just over there clinging to life while they just...
But I do have so many questions about how the doctor didn't notice that. That she was visibly beat up in the paramedics. But I think that's everybody's questions. I mean, there's a lot of unanswered questions in this case. Initially, the U.S. State Department claims that there is no clear evidence of foul play and they would not be investigating the death.
After videos and all
Yep.
that have surfaced?
Yep.
That's insane.
I guess because maybe you don't know for sure who the people in the video are, but like it's like 2022, now 2023, we have good enough technology that we should be able to know where that video came from. Like it shouldn't be hard to be able to tell who the video is.
Like who? What do you mean? Like who's taking the video or who's...
Who's fighting? I guess an attorney could probably easily say
Was that the
that's not them.
excuse?
No, that's just my thoughts.
No, I'm about to say.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the excuse.
Whatever
That's
you
just
video you
I'm
take...
trying to make some tiny type of sense out of that.
No, it doesn't make sense.
But luckily, that was just initially. Her family, rightfully so, would not stand for this, and nobody should stand for that. They start making some noise and calling for justice, and thankfully, Mexico launches an investigation. I mean, this crime was done in Mexico. These people committed this crime in Mexico.
Yeah.
They want those responsible extradited back to Mexico and tried for their crimes there.
They should be.
Which is what should happen, and that's what her family wants too. This is also when the FBI gets involved here. So now we do have an investigation going on. ABC News reports that different officials in the same case may prove to be problematic. FBI public affairs specialist Sarah... Oh my gosh.
Becky, look at her butt.
FBI public affairs specialist Shelley Lynch said, "We cannot give a timeline on ongoing cases, but this case is complicated because there are officials from another country involved." So I think that plays a big part into this. There's just so many different aspects of two different countries.
Yeah.
Two different forms of law enforcement. On November 28th, an arrest warrant was made for an unnamed female, but it is believed to be Dejanay Jackson for the crime of femicide. This really confused me because I looked up what femicide is. It is defined as a hate crime, broadly defined as the intentional killing of a woman or girls because they are female. So I'm like, okay. At first I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. But then I was like, but what? To me, I just haven't heard of femicide a ton, not a whole lot.
I ain't never heard of that.
I mean, it's a hate crime against a woman.
Murder's murder.
I get that. Yeah, that was my thought. I'm like, why is it not charged as a homicide?
That's weird.
But I kind of like looked into it a little more, and it seems like femicide is something that there's a lot more violence towards women in other countries. So femicide is charged a lot more. Like it's more, it also has to do with them literally like beating her naked body and basically torturing her. Like like a brutal beating of a woman or torture of a woman is femicide over there. And it's because there's so much more violence towards women over there.
All right, I got you.
So that was kind of new to me. But North Carolina criminal defense attorney Yolanda Trotman is quoted by Fox News saying, "People need to understand that this is not going to be a quick process. The extradition process takes some time. There's going to have to be a level of patience." Oh, yeah, because that was also, she has to be extradited back to Mexico in that arrest warrant.
Like, so
that's the only arrest warrant made as of now.
But we're guessing as to who it is?
Guessing that it is Dejanay Jackson. That's not been confirmed.
Why?
I guess because she's the main one in the video.
No, I know, but like, how do we not know that?
I don't, because they haven't named, it's an unnamed person. They haven't released that yet. And that could have to do with their ongoing investigation, not wanting to put too much information out into the public or something. Because hopefully they're working on arresting the rest of them and extraditing them back to
Murfreesboro,
Mexico.
So is that one person in jail right now, or?
No, she's not been extradited yet.
Well, I mean, I
wasn't able to find anything.
I don't know how that process works, but like, I would assume, does she sit in jail until that does happen?
I don't know. This was all just so crazy to me.
She just chilling at the crib while they keep tabs on her? Like, I mean, it's been, what'd you say, October?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been 4 months almost.
See, I'm seeing that there was an arrest warrant, but I'm not seeing that she was arrested.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's kind of hit so big on social media too, though, that research was kind of hard to do on this, because it's like if you literally just Google her name, it's like all that pops up is like YouTube videos of people doing. And to me, that's not a reliable source. Like, a reliable source is a confirmed, like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you look up her name and you're going to get 7 million articles, but yeah, it says, see, this even says, it's not clear what the police have done to Dejanay Jackson. So.
Well, either way, we get it. We don't know who it is yet.
Yeah. But hopefully more arrests are to come, because even the people that stood by and freaking took a video of it, they need to be charged with something.
Yeah. It is pretty sad.
And who does that? To a friend.
Yeah, it's shitty.
And like, was it plotted the whole entire time? I hope and I pray to God.
I don't think so.
That they take all of their phones and they can look back and see if any of this was plotted beforehand. You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think something might have just happened there.
We also don't see anything leading up. But that's the thing. Her family members and her loved ones are like, she was not a fighter. She was not an instigator. She was not a confrontational person. She was a happy-go-lucky, love everybody kind of person. So what could have happened?
Mm.
I mean, she didn't even fight back. If something had happened, if a confrontation had happened, if an argument had happened, she would have fought back. She would have defended herself. It seems like.
I mean, not if she's being ganged up on. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy and so sad, but there is a petition that everyone needs to go sign. It's on change.org. So I'll post the link on our show notes. I'll post the link on our Instagram, our Facebook, all that stuff, because truly the more signatures are on that, the closer we are to finding justice and getting everyone involved.
Wait,
to be charged.
What's the petition?
It's just a petition for, I mean, it has like all kinds of different subparts of the petition. It also lists, it's basically just a petition for justice for her to extradite the rest of the 6 people and have them charged. And it also lists multiple different mailing addresses, email addresses, and phone numbers of officials that you can call, email, write letters to, just calling for justice for her, because the more people that yell her name and the more people that shove it in their face that the whole country wants justice for her, they're not going to be able to ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I think they would ignore it. I would hope to God that the world is a decent enough place, but let's just make sure they can't ignore it.
Copy that.
So it's good. That petition has the number and the address and the email address for the Office of Internal Affairs, the U.S. Embassy for Mexico. There's government officials on there, and we just need to blow them up. Figuratively. Just write some letters, write some emails, call some people, and sign the petition.
Blow up their inboxes.
Thank you.
Wow.
And, let's just remember Shanquella as the loving, kind, bright person that she was. And it is so sad that she was taken at the hands of whom she thought people were her friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, it just infuriates me.
Yeah, that's shitty.
But we'll definitely keep you updated too. Like I said, I don't normally like to do posts that are, still developing like this, because they don't have any type of true answer and you're just left way out in the open. But I felt like this one was really important to cover, just to hopefully get her name out there some more and hopefully get some more signatures on that petition. That's it for tonight. That's all I got.
Was it how long have you been following this? When did you?
Well, not a whole lot, because like I said, it came across my For You page a little bit and I was like, what the fuck? That's messed up. But then it just kind of went away and I didn't see anything about it for a long time. It's to me, just feel like not enough noise is being made for her. And maybe that's just my For You page. Like I said, I don't know. I feel like a lot more could be being done than is been being done.
Well, I don't know. Hopefully the process gets sped up, I guess.
Yeah. I just don't want her to be overlooked or...
For the sake of her parents, yeah.
Yeah. And again, let's just be a kind fucking human and not beat the shit out of your friends for no freaking reason.
You're funny.
I'm not funny. I just hate people. I hate mean people.
Assholes.
Yeah. Literally, you want to know what I think it is? I think it was some jealous ass bitches who couldn't stand to watch another female be better than them, be more successful than them. And yeah, I bet they did. I don't think that it was premeditated to kill her, but I think that it was let's take this vacation with her, let her pay for some shit, whether she paid for the whole trip or not. I'm sure she was fronting some of it. Freaking use her for a vacation and then just decide to jump her. Did they intentionally mean to kill her? Probably not, but they intentionally meant to straight up beat the shit out of her for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't think it was premeditated, but I think that there was feelings of, I don't know, there was animosity between that she didn't see, obviously, you know. So, and it just, I don't know. I think something had to have happened, obviously, there that I think made it explode into what it did.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see.
But that's it. Thanks for listening. Share the YouTube video on your Facebook page if you feel like it.
Yeah.
Share the podcast with your friends, your boss, nephew.
Your dogs.
You want to know what's really cool is you can say, and it's probably going to do it because we're up in the bonus room, Alexa, play Crime After Bedtime. Me and Austin have been geeking out over that. Oh, well, don't listen to this, Alexa, because she's a dumb bitch. Make her shut up, babe.
Alexa, Shut the fuck up.
Me and Austin do think that's so cool. Also, me and Granger got in the bed last night. Yes, Granger still sleeps in the bed with me. And he said, what movie? I said, what movie do you want to watch? He said, I don't know. What movie you want to watch? Crime After Bedtime? I said, nah, let's not watch that before we go to bed.
That dude's awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty funny. But that's it.
We know where they get that from.
Their mom.
No, they get that random screaming bullshit from you. Anyways, I need to go to bed. I get an hour of sleep before I go in.
All right. Well, everybody have a good night. You got to say be a kind fucking human.
Yeah, be a kind fucking human, assholes.
That's it. Good night.
Sleep tight.
Good night.
Don't let the murderers bite. Or your friends. Don't let your friends bite either.
Love you.
Yeah, love you too.
Love you guys.
Deuces.
The party is winding down.
Wait. What does that mean?
Don't feel like partying anymore.
We've already reached climax?
I'm done.
That's trash.
Good night, everybody.